G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, the Albanese government has been exposed for fraud. Billions of dollars worth of fraud have come out being exposed in Victoria.
Pressure still rising over last week's explosive testimony that Victoria's CFMEU became a criminal syndicate that cost taxpayers at least $15 billion.
No wonder we have no money left in this country. So we got the Premier, Jacinda Allen, here speaking about it, deflecting and trying to make up lies, in my opinion. So I'm going to expose this, show you what's really going on, expose how she failed as a leader to address these issues and uncover this fraud and report it to the proper authorities. Nearly like because they get kickbacks with these contracts and donations to their parties for giving them these building contracts. But that's just a theory. Anyway, like this video, subscribe to the channel, join to be a member if you want to show some extra support. But let's get into it and see what's going on with the Labor government getting exposed.
When we have zero tolerance for this rotten culture that has emerged, and as soon as, well, this notes me with respect, I'll respectfully have you ask the question and you'll allow me to answer the question.
So defensive.
Because this is the point I was making before you interrupted is this. In having zero tolerance for this alleged criminal behaviour, I took a number of actions.
Really?
I took a number of immediate actions. And those actions included a referral to IBAC for them to determine their next steps of an investigation.
But you know what happened with IBAC? IBAC can only investigate government issues, government fraud. And IBAC came back to the Premier and said, this is out of our power.
The advice from IBAC was that they were not pursuing that matter.
The Premier has never revealed that IBAC knocked back her request for an inquiry because it didn't have the powers to do anything.
Which is stupid anyway, because it's our taxpayer money that's going to them. So it's crazy that she's out there saying it's IBAC's fault. You'll see a common trend here. It's always IBAC's fault.
It also involved a referral to Victoria Police. Victoria Police, as the independent investigative agency with all the tools and powers needed to investigate criminal behaviour. And what we have seen is, as a result of...
But is that now? Not back then? Because I know you're investigating it now after the public have found out they've lost billions of dollars of their taxpayer money when they can't afford groceries in the store. But what happened back then? We'll get into it. It's just the rambling and the deflection and that it's not me. If you're the boss, you're in charge of Victoria, it is your fault regardless. You can blame anyone you like, but anyone who's been a leader in a leadership role knows it all falls back on you.
Task Force Hawk and the priority Victoria Police have placed on this matter. We have seen 70 charges laid across 15 individuals, demonstrating the priority and the focus that Victoria Police have on weeding out this rotten behaviour. I also too referred immediately to the Fair Work Commission, all of the enterprise bargaining agreements that had been struck with the construction industry to the Fair Work Commission. And this is also an important point because it is the Fair Work Commission who have the who certify the agreements and have the responsibility to ensure they are properly made. And so I've received advice. Advice was received through the department that IBAC had made on their assessment. And I want to be really clear here. IBAC is an independent agency.
Yes.
I'm not going to cut across IBAC or Victoria Police. Others are doing so. I won't. Because these are serious allegations.
Why would we go after IBAC when they said they can't investigate this because it's nothing to do with the government? They can only investigate government agencies. So why are you out there saying that IBAC, I'm not going to bash IBAC. You're blaming them for everything. They told you they can't investigate this and you went, oh, well, I tried. Oh, well, we'll just give them a few $100 million. Why didn't you cut the funding when you notice hundreds of millions, if not billions? A lot of people saying 15 billion has gone missing. But you didn't think to stop the funding after the first billion for the first 100 million? Like, what the fuck is going on? let me show you what really happened with IBAC. So I had to show this clip here because I was just sick of her lying and talking absolute shit. I'm not going to keep listening to her lie and say she did everything in her power and they're investigating it. Because look at this.
Jacinta Allen has been caught out once again in the fallout of the CFMEU corruption scandal. The Premier released an 18-month-old referral to the state's corruption watchdog on Sunday, intending to set the record straight. Instead, it backfired after IBAC confirmed it didn't have the necessary powers to act. The opposition is pledging to give IBAC the powers it needs to investigate claims $15 billion taxpayer dollars was funnelled into the hands of criminals. It's an allegation Labor says is untested, but they refuse to test it themselves. We'll have all those details on 7 News.
So there you go. They said IBAC, I've seen many other videos, them saying that we could not investigate this. It was out of our power.
Instead, it backfired after IBAC confirmed it didn't have the necessary powers to act.
Yet Jacinta Allen is out there, look at her, probably getting a kickback, is out there loving it and saying, oh, it's IBAC's fault. IBAC told you after a few weeks they couldn't investigate it and you did nothing. You didn't stop the funding. You didn't ask to get more power for IBAC in Parliament, saying we need to get this investigated. You didn't report it. And now the Labor government has been exposed. Like, what the fuck is going on in this country? No wonder we have no money. Look at Jacinta Allen being called out here saying she should resign. She should be charged with neglect of the taxpayer money. She should be imprisoned. How many billions do you need to lose before you've literally done a criminal offence? I mean, 15 billion sounds like a lot to me.
Will you resign as Premier?
No.
What is it, $30 million? Would that warrant resigning? $100 billion?
Those claims have been untested and been identified as
But you show no
untested and
interest
not
in
well
testing
founded
them.
by
Is that
the
not worth a
administrator.
resignation?
Have we got any other questions? No.
Typical Jacinta Allen running away, the Labor government running away from the real questions. Are you going to resign after this failure? Losing 80 million, 100 million, 15 billion? Are you going to run away? Are you going to resign? Are you going to take accountability? No, it's not my fault. See ya. You know, all she cares about is her own pocket and what the fuck her woke agenda is going on. I can't even say my strong opinions here because how radical she is could get me in trouble on YouTube with what she supports. But yeah, you can see all the fraud going on, the manipulation, the not my fault, not my fault, not my fault. You're in charge. You're approving this funding. These people are getting all these hundreds of millions, billions of dollars, a lot of experts are saying, of fraud, and you've done nothing about it. You said you put it over to IBAC. IBAC, after a few weeks, came back to you from their report saying, we can't investigate them, it's out of our power. And then what happened? Did you stop the funding until it was investigated? No, nothing happened until the taxpayers got onto it. Now you've got public pressure, another big failure of the Labor government. Like one of the biggest failures you could have. Billions gone in a cost of living crisis. No houses built. It just gets better and better, doesn't it, Australia? It just gets crazier. We need to keep speaking up. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below what you think about this. It's crazy. I can't believe it. Join to be a member if you want videos early and show some extra support to get this message out there. Thank you so much for joining. And I did make an Instagram. The Instagram will be in the comment in the description down below. Make sure you check out my Instagram if you want to see some shorts content. I'm trying to reach as many people as we can with the message. But I'll see you next time. Let's keep calling out these corrupt governments.